Red wine on the marble, black cards on the glass, name never on the contract, still they call me boss. Gold chain like a warning, lipstick like a scar. You pray to your little gods, I move the real stars. My voice, things just disappear. One nod from the corner, whole room's drowned in fear. Silk dress, steel dagger, perfume, loaded gun. You're burning for a glance, I'm bored before you're done. I'm the mafia queen, sign your soul on my sleeve. Every king on his knees, but I'm hard to believe. You can die for my love, you can beg for a ring. I don't answer to blood, I don't answer to kings. I'm the mafia queen, cold crown unseen. You want my touch, you want my name. You trade your life to play my game, but I own the night, I write the rules. Let emperors drown like pretty fools. Ha! I'm the mafia queen, sign your soul on my sleeve. Every king on his knees, but I'm hard to believe. You can die for my love, you can beg for a ring. I don't answer to blood, I don't answer to kings. I'm the mafia queen, cold crown unseen. I'm the mafia queen, you just live in my dream. She gave her heart away at 20, watched it crack like cheap glass on the floor. Thought that was the last of her, curled up, locked every door. Counted all the ways she wasn't enough, till the mirror whispered, what if I'm wrong? Traced her own jawline like a lifeline, heard a quiet, stubborn song. She loved once and it almost killed her. Now she loves the woman in the mirror, not bitter, just better at drawing the line. She chose herself over every promise, over almost, over all that chaos. She chose herself and somehow she became the whole sky. She wears her history like fine lines, tiny silver on a sun-browned hand. Keeps her boundaries like red lipstick that never smears for any man. She laughs louder at her own jokes now, buys flowers just to watch them bloom, fills the closet with her favorite colors, leaves his ghost no room. She loved once and it almost killed her. Now she loves the woman in the mirror, not bitter, just better at drawing the line. She chose herself over every promise, over almost, over all that chaos. She chose herself and somehow she became the whole sky. Protected, not frozen, soft but she's chosen. Every morning, every scar, every too much turn to star. If you ask her what she's chasing, she just smiles, says, can't you tell? I was waiting my whole life to finally love myself. She loved once and it almost killed her. Now she loves a woman in the mirror, not brittle, just brilliant, refusing to hide. She chose herself over every promise, over almost, over all that chaos. She chose herself and somehow she became the whole sky. They call me cold, they call me crazy. Funny how the broke opinions always talk the loudest lately. You want a discount on my peace of mind, baby? This is top shelf, not some clearance line. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your madness. A woman who knows her worth doesn't beg, doesn't chase. The price is the price, my love. Take it or give me space. You want access, but you lack effort. Try to sell me smaller dreams than the ones I already weathered. You say I'm too much, you say I'm too strong. Funny how too much means I won't play along. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth doesn't bend, doesn't break. The price is the price, my love. Take it or watch and ache. Front row seats or you stay outside. I'm not shrinking down so you feel alright. Access ain't free, you invest or you slide. Either you rise up or you get left behind. They call me intimidating, I call it standards. You can't afford this energy, then change your manners. A woman who knows her worth doesn't beg, doesn't chase. The price is the price, my love. Take it or give this place. He sent a novel, typing bubbles every hour. You let it sit there like a glass of water on the counter. Screen face down, keys in your coat. You went out laughing, left his heart on still loading. 3 days blue, you answer with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he is seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes a script, writes the next chapter. Phone in the freezer, signal in the dark. You knew he reread every line like tarot cards. Friends at the table, let it breathe. You said time did the talking by the choose if he is seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes the script, writes the next chapter. You don't chase questions, you curate replies. You don't beg for clarity, you ration out your time. He thought love was loud, you told him it's delayed. Red receipts and quiet gaps, that's how the power's played. 3 days blue, you answered with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he is seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes the script, writes the next chapter. Poison in a crystal glass, lipstick on the rim. She laughs like summer rain, eyes that never dim. Slow pour, silver spark. You forget to ask, how can heaven wear a face like that? Drink it down, down, down. She's holy in the worst way. White dress, sharpened crown. You thank her while you fade. Her danger tastes like grace. You pray as you collapse. Most dangerous halo in the room. Poison in a crystal glass. She calls you by your secret name you never told a soul. Says, baby, you were born for me. You hand over control. Everyone in your chest turns quiet, turns to ash. Angels never raise their voice, they just watch you crash. Drink it down, down, down. She's holy in the worst way. White dress, sharpened crown. You thank her while you fade. Her danger tastes like grace. You pray as you collapse. Most dangerous halo in the room. Poison in a crystal glass. Kiss like a promise. Smile like a prayer. You swear she's salvation as she pulls you off the stairs. Drink it down, down, down. She's holy in the worst way. White dress, sharpened crown. You thank her while you fade. Her danger tastes like grace. You pray as you collapse. A villain with an angel face. Poison in a crystal glass. Click clack on the concrete, red soles, black file in her hand. You laughed at her last year, now you answer when you can. You called her sweetheart, she called your bluff. Signed your name on the dotted line, then walked off with your cut. Yeah. Every man who doubted her, now a stepping stone. She built this empire from the cracks, screamed for Every man who doubted her, now a stepping stone. She built this empire from a cracked string phone. Queen doesn't argue, queen sits on the throne. Queen doesn't explain it, she just executes and goes. You see the heels, not the strategy. You see the smile, not the salary. You see the dress, miss the discipline. You see the crown, not the work within. Every man who doubted her, now a stepping stone. She built this empire, rising on her own. Queen doesn't warn you, she carves it into stone. Queen doesn't explain it, she just executes and goes. She dog-eared every chapter, highlight her hearts in the margins, kissed every line about saviors, then shut the book in the dark. He walked in crooked and quiet, hands like he'd broken whole worlds. I saying this won't end pretty. She stayed and studied his scars. She loved the villain in the story because she knew the way he bled. Good girls admire tidy glory, real women read the things unsaid. That's the difference, page and breathing, ink and teeth, regret and sin. Good girls worship painted halos, real women understand monsters like him. Her friends called him a warning, red flag folded as a grin. They wanted Sunday morning, she wanted where the night begins. He never promised her heaven, only hunger, only ache. She traced the cracks in his armor, said, I see you even when you break. She loved the villain in the story because she knew the way he bled. Good girls admire tidy glory, real women read the things unsaid. That's the difference, page and breathing, ink and teeth, regret and sin. Good girls worship painted halos, real women understand monsters like him. Here's the line they never mention, where the plot turns sharp and real. You can live inside a sentence or touch the hand that makes you heal. She loved the villain in the story because she knew the way he bled. Good girls admire tidy glory, real women taste the unsaid dread. That's the difference, safe and burning fairy tales and feral skin. Good girls quote their favorite heroes, real women understand monsters like him. Neon in her lashes, blueprint in a stare. Reads a crowded ballroom like coat hung in the air. Clock in every angle, shadow show to drink. She's 3 moves and start to think. She's a modern queen, cold fire in her veins. She can map your heart like traffic light trains. Every move you make, already in a scheme. She don't chase a crown, she builds the machine. She's a modern queen. Smiles like it's nothing, mirrors on her tongue. Sips the lies from stories like filters on the run. Threats become statistics, opportunities glow. She's cashing in on patterns you haven't learned to know. She's a modern queen, cold fire in her veins. She can map your heart like traffic light trains. Every move you make, already in a scheme. She don't chase a crown, she builds the machine. Yeah. She's a modern queen. Heart like hidden hardware, soft encrypted gold. Ask her what she's thinking, she'll never break the code. No. She's a modern queen, cold fire in her veins. She can map your heart like traffic light trains. Every move you make, already in a scheme. She don't chase a crown, she builds the machine. Watch her rule this queen. Watch her rule this queen. She's a modern queen. Door swings, air shifts, heels kiss the marble. Every eye drifts. She don't rush, she don't explain. Just a slow, clean cut through a crowded room of names. She doesn't greet, she arrives. Whole room leans to one side, like the light changed, like the song died. Just to hear her breathing. She makes an entrance just by breathing. That kind of quiet that fills the ceiling. Coat on her shoulders, glow on her face. Half drunk, tea going cold. Phone face down on the table. Name she could call. She won't. Ceiling cracks trace constellations. She draws her own design. Every what if, every almost filed away under not this time. She wears the crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll take the ache of being solid. She wears the crown every time. Oh, laughter through the thin walls, couples in the hallway, keys. She could soften, she could swallow every sharp edge just to please. But she remembers being smaller, shrinking just to fit the frame. Love for being easy, never once called brave. She wears the crown every time, even her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll take the ache of being solid. She wears the crown every time. Every time. Is it power if it's painless? Is it love if she must hide? She traces all the versions of herself, lest the weakest one slide. Says a quiet little promise to the girl she left behind. I won't trade my spine for company. I won't dim so you feel bright. She wears a crown every time, even when her hands shake. Better heavy on her head than hollow at her waist. If the choices are a fortress or a crowded, fragile mind, she'll drink the dark and call it sovereign. She wears the crown every time. She wears the crown every time. Poison in the crystal glass, lipstick on the rim. She laughs like summer rain, eyes that never dim. Slow pour, silver spark. You forget to ask, how can heaven wear a face like that? Drink it down, down. She's holy in the worst way. White dress, sharp and crown. You thank her while you fade. Her danger tastes like grace. You pray as you collapse, most dangerous halo in the room. Poison in a crystal glass. She calls you by your secret name. You never told a soul. Says, baby, you were born for me. You hand over control. Every warning in your chest turns quiet, turns to ash. Angels never raise their voice, they just watch you crash. Drink it down, down. She's holy in the worst way. White dress, sharp and crown. You thank her while you fade. Her danger tastes like grace. You pray as you collapse, most dangerous halo in the You swear she's salvation as she pulls you off the stairs. Drink it down, down. She's holy in the worst way. White dress, sharp and crown. You think her while you fade. Her danger tastes like grace. You pray as you collapse. A villain with an angel face. Poison in a crystal glass. He's in a novel, typing bubbles every hour. You let it sit there like a glass of water on the counter. Screen face down, keys in your coat. You went out laughing, left his heart on, still loading. 3 days blue, you answer with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he's seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes a script, writes the next chapter. Phone in the freezer, signal in the dark. You knew he'd reread every line like tarot cards. Friends at the table, let it breathe. You said time did the talking. By the time you spoke, he bled. 3 days blue, you answer with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he's seen or heard. You slowed her, you slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes a script, writes the next chapter. You don't chase questions, you curate replies. You don't beg for clarity, you ration out your time. He thought love was loud, you taught him it's too late. Red receipts and quiet gaps, that's how the power's played. 3 days blue, you answer with a single word. Now he waits, you choose if he's seen or heard. He's seen or heard. You slowed it down, then on every second after. A woman with the clock in her hand writes a script, writes the next chapter. Designer on her body, demons in her mind. She lines up all her nightmares, lets them fall in time. High heels on the marble, blood red on her lips. Boardroom full of killers, silenced by her wrist. She turned her darkness into a brand. Every scar's a strategy, every wound planned. They never handed her a thing. The mafia queen didn't inherit power. She took it, she took it, she took it. Watch her do it. Whispers in the glass, she signs another contract, smiling at her past. Lessons in the ledgers, pain in every page. She learned to turn a breakdown into market rage. She turned her darkness into a brand. her fall, she prayed for a better aim. Now every closed door spells out her name. If power is a language, she speaks it like a sin. You can buy the outfit, but you'll never wear her skin. She turned her darkness into a brand. Every scar's a strategy. She saves her softest stories for boarding groups and aisle seats. Name tag on a rolling suitcase, earbuds hanging half asleep. She asks you, headed home or running, laughs and says, I'm both, I guess. Stirs the plastic cup of ginger ale and spills the part she's never said. She tells her secrets to strangers on planes, people she'll never see again. Every confession drifting above the rain, a woman unafraid of the end. Sharing a truth where nothing remains, practicing freedom at 30,000 feet again. She paints her parents in the past tense, traces lovers in the sky, shows a photo of a tattoo and says that's where I learned to lie. The man beside her folds his napkin like he's holding something bright. She shrugs, it's easier with someone who disappears into the night. Oh, she tells her secrets to strangers on planes, people she'll never see again. Every confession drifting above the rain, a woman unafraid of the end. Sharing a truth where nothing remains, practicing freedom at 30,000 feet again. Just a soft click of the tray. She trades her shame for a paper cup, says it hurts less when I give it up. Yeah. She tells her secrets to strangers on planes, people she'll never see again. Every confession drifting above the rain, a woman unafraid of the end. Sharing a truth where nothing remains, practicing freedom at 30,000 feet again. Chase, you think you chose this race, tracing shadows I left out for you to follow. Every turn I drew it in my notebook first. Every glance practice like a well-timed curve. You think you're hunting but you're on my leash. Every move you're making tightens my reach. Run, boy, right where I planned you'd be. Chasing me, I'm the one who's free. You call it fate, I call it good handwriting. Your name on the line, right where I put the sign. smile. Let the hounds go wild while she walks all the while. You never learned that the trick cuts both ways. The hunted writes the map to the hunter's maze. Yeah, you think you're hunting, but you're on my leash. Every move you're making tightens my reach. Run, boy, where I planned you'd be. You think you're chasing me, I'm the one who's free. You think you're chasing me, you're just chasing me. To me, to me. Black roses on a table, coffee ring, lipstick stain. Morning light cuts through the window. She don't flinch at yesterday's name. Every thorn she wrapped herself turned her scars into wealth. She buys her own black roses, signs the card with just her name, raises crystal to her reflection, to the one who stayed. A woman pouring on champagne, doesn't bow, doesn't beg, doesn't pray. Self-sufficient romance is the darkest luxury she'll ever taste. Dress still on the hanger, dinner set for only one. She hums over clinking silver, slow dancing with what she's become. Every plea she never heard, every promise she reserved. She buys her own black roses, signs the card with just her name, raises crystal to her reflection, to the one who stayed. A woman pouring her own champagne, doesn't bow, doesn't beg, doesn't pray. Self-sufficient romance is the darkest luxury she'll ever taste. Who taught you were hard to love? Who told you were too much? Watch her light the match, let it all burn up as the petals fall. She just fills her cup. She buys her own black roses, leaves the stems across her plate, toasts the silence at her table, to the heart she saved. A woman pouring her own champagne, doesn't bow, doesn't bend, doesn't wait. Self-sufficient romance is the darkest luxury she claims today. She used to wait by the window, wishing on on somebody else's plan. Sequins on a borrowed dress, name wrote down in another man's hand. They said be sweet, be quiet, they'll come save you, just sit still. But silk can start a riot when a soft voice learns to kill. Once upon a time she was the damsel, now she's sharpening her name on the steel. She killed the dragon herself, fired the prince, kept the castle. Fairy tales hit different when a woman holds the quill. Yeah, fairy tales are better when we rewrite the ending for real. She turned her veil to a banner, hung it high from the highest stone. Turned every hush to a hammer, built a throne she could call her own. They called her too much trouble, they called her much too loud. She called it breaking double every rule they'd ever vowed. Once upon a time she was the damsel, now she's sharpening her name on the steel. She killed the dragon herself, fired the prince, kept the castle. Fairy tales hit different when a woman holds the quill. Yeah, fairy tales are better when we rewrite the ending for real. Upon a time she was the damsel, now she's sharpening her name on the steel. She killed the dragon herself, fired the prince, kept the castle. Fairy tales hit different when a woman holds the quill. Yeah, fairy tales are better when we rewrite the ending for real. Fairy tales are better when we write what we want, what we feel. You hate the mirror 'cause it looks like you. Same sharp jawline, same hungry view. Once you wanted something past this town, now you dress your doubt up in hand-me-downs. You scroll my wins like a crime scene shot, circle every flaw like it proves I'm not. But every little comment, every side I sting reads like I wish I'd done that thing. Every woman who hates her was once just like her, before she chose a pillow over fire in her nerves. Jealousy's just praise buried under weak excuses. Admiration in a mask, hoping no one sees it. The queen doesn't compete, she doesn't chase, she's chosen. Copies crack under heat while she stays golden. You say you never beat me, but I hear it in your tone. Jealousy is admiration, you're too scared to own. You had a dream till you had a couch, traded late nights working for I'm tired now. Told your younger self it's harder than it seems. Now you judge my grind to protect that theme. You call me too much, but you're taking notes, bookmarking outfits, quoting all my quotes. You clap with one hand, shade with the other. I know that language, I speak it from my mother. Hey, every woman who hates could sit beside me or sit and spit my name. Same blood, same spine, just a different game. You can crown yourself or you can throw those stones, but a throne feels lighter than a heart full of our own. Kitchen light, cold towel, bare feet, slow spin. Old t-shirt, chipped red on her finger. She laughs at a joke in her head. No one else in this room, still she nods like a crowd's in her hands. Moving to a song that won't quit, like it lives in her lungs, not the air. Heavy is her halo, shining when nobody sees. She holds up her sky till it tears at the seams. Power in the quiet, power in the crack of her voice. Heavy is her halo, but the weight is her choice. Phone face down by the sink, missed calls glowing. She lets them fade. Every "are you okay" feels loaded, like a bill she forgot to pay. She smooths back her own hair, says we're fine to the empty room. Curtsies to the humming fridge door, like a throne is just out of frame. Heavy is her halo, shining when nobody sees. She holds up her sky till it tears at the seams. Power in the quiet, power in the crack of her voice. Heavy is her halo, but the weight is her. If you saw her sway, would you stay? Would you offer your hands or just stare? Every queen looks taller on the screen, but her crown digs deep in her hair. Heavy is a halo, shining when nobody sees. She holds up her sky till it tears at the seams. Power in the quiet, power in the crack of her voice. Heavy is her halo, heavy, but it's hers, it's her choice. They took what they wanted, left her on the kitchen floor, shaking hands, chipped mug, quiet phone, slammed door. She traced every tremor, like a line on a faded map. Learn the shape of leaving till she finally snapped. She built herself after they broke her, piece by piece, scar by scar. Now she stands framed up the bedroom with the lies that made her small, hung the red flags like curtains, watched them brighten every wall. Every slam door's now an entrance to a room she made her own. Every name they called her, carved into the cornerstone. Oh. She built herself after they broke her, piece by piece, scar by scar. Now she stands in a palace made of lessons, every heartbreak a beam, a pillar, a star. Yeah, she built herself after they broke her, turned every crack into part of the art. Now she walks through a palace made of lessons, blueprints inked in the ink of her heart. Is this strength or just survival? She asks, then laughs, then breathes. Either way, these halls are hers. Her ghosts pay rent, then leave. She built herself after they broke her, piece by piece, scar by scar. Yeah, now she stands in